Lego has made over 20,000 different sets, some really good and some not so much. So I figured now would be a good time to take a look through history at the biggest Lego sets throughout the years. The first largest Lego set of all time is the classic 1961 Town Plan with 711 pieces. Man, I've sneezed more bricks than that. This thing is about as basic as it gets, children not included. But for $25 back during the time when almost nobody had a color TV, I guess it got the job done. Everyone's seen a building set before, come on, I've seen 100 of them. But what really surprised me at this point in my Lego collecting days? A train? Choo-choo. Released in 1967 with 718 pieces, this is a pretty cute town with a nice train and a few buildings. I don't know what else you want me to say, but you try coming up with adjectives about really old Lego town sets. Released in 1969 with 799 pieces, the Town Plan set is a really good value. You get a school, a skyscraper, the shame knowing that you shopped at a Sears. Well, they can't all be winners. The motorized basic set with 1,252 pieces, released in 1971, is certainly an interesting part of Lego history. Look, I'll cut them some slack. This set is 50 years old, but I'm sorry. Look at the figures! The clown? It's all just a bit unsettling. Doesn't make it any better. This is sold only at JCPenney's. But for $20, which is the equivalent to like $150 now, this isn't the worst value, I guess. You get like motors and bricks. The first of the biggest sets ever to not just be a basic town set is a 1994 supercar. Really leaves much to be desired. It lacks any real detail, and on top of that being a Technic set, which is not really my jam, this is definitely not a set for me. In 1996, Lego did it. They released the first set that was for absolutely nobody, with the giant truck with 1,757 pieces. I can't think of a single person that would want this. It's just a boring concept, on top of being a pretty ugly build that for the time looked decent, I guess, for a price tag of $140 in 1996. The only cool thing, though, is that the hood ornament is a kitty cat. Probably the first good set on this list, we have the 2000 Statue of Liberty. With 2,882 pieces, and at $200, this set is great, and is way better than the Lego Architecture one a few years back. Why does it have no face? The only downside to this one is just how blocky it looks. But hey, it's almost 25 years old after all. Starting a trend of some of the biggest Lego sets being from the Star Wars line, the 2002 Star Destroyer with 3,096 pieces looks alright, I guess. I personally never really cared for this kind of UCS set. The building process just looks so boring and repetitive to me. The same up with the recent AT-AT we saw, but for $250, that's not too bad. I definitely would have picked this up back in the day. It's a good enough deal. At least compared to the recent one. Second Death Star from 2005 looks amazing, at 3,441 pieces. It really nails the unfinished look, while still managing to look threatening in the process. The set is super beloved by collectors today, and unfortunately because of that, it goes for insane prices online. The 2007 Millennium Falcon is a great set with a beautiful amount of care shown on the outside detailing, which you would expect for its original price of $500, which is a fair price though, considering you are getting 5,197 pieces. If you want the set now, though, just like the Death Star, the thing goes for a ridiculous price. Just a year later, the Taj Mahal released. With 5,922 pieces for $300, this is undoubtedly the best deal on this list. While the price per piece may be good, the building itself is pretty repetitive and boring. Man, they made paint drawing into a Lego set. But this was a set so nice, they had to release it twice. At least that was the case for Lego when they re-released the set in 2017. The Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, released in 2017, was the first big jump we had seen in almost a decade, and interestingly, this set still holds the record for the largest set to contain minifigures. At 7,541 pieces and $850, this set is insane, providing the crews of both the original trilogy and the Disney Star Wars movies. This set is one of the best Lego Star Wars sets of all time, and it greatly improves the Falcon from 2007. And even despite being available for over 7 years, the build itself still holds up regardless of outdated building techniques. In 2020, the Black Death released, and alongside it came the Lego Colluseum. With 9,036 pieces, this set sure is a set that exists. I mean, sure it is extravagant and gorgeous recreation of the Colosseum, but besides this set holding the title of the largest Lego set, there's not much that I'd say about it. Even at the time, all I ever heard people talk about it was how this was the biggest Lego set. I never really heard anybody talk about this being a good or bad set. A year later, in 2021, the Titanic took over as the biggest set, with 9,090 pieces. That's right. If you ever feel petty, just know there was a Lego designer out there that stole the title of largest set from another designer by just 60 pieces. At almost 5 feet long, this set comes with not 1, not 2, but 3 brick separators. Based on the famous unsinkable ship of the same name, this set is enormous and will be a great addition to any Lego collection. And finally, that brings us to the current largest Lego set of all time, not the Eiffel Tower, but in fact the Lego Art Set, 31203 World Map. This set was released just a few months after the Titanic, overtaking its spot as number 1. Coming in at 11,695 pieces, this set is a 3.5-foot pixel art, or brick diorama, of the world. As well as having the record for the most pieces, this set also holds the record for the most unused pieces, as tons of pieces are left unused in this set to create one of the 3 options that the map gives you.